Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wild Bird Facts. Tonight we are diving deep into the shadows to uncover the truth behind one of Europe's most misunderstood creatures, the European Nightjar. For centuries, this bird was known by a much more sinister name, the Goatsucker. Ancient farmers across Europe truly believed that these birds would fly into their barns at night, latch onto the udders of their goats, and suck them dry of milk. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, right? But this myth was so pervasive that it even influenced the bird's scientific name, Caprimulgus, which literally translates to milker of goats. Today, we're going to look at why people were so convinced of this theft and how modern science and even creative AI ideas help us see the beauty behind the mystery. The European Nightjar is a true phantom of the forest. If you were to walk past one during the day, you would likely never even notice it. Its feathers are a complex tapestry of browns, grays, and blacks, perfectly mimicking the bark of a tree or the leaf litter on the ground. When it sits still, it doesn't perch like a normal bird across a branch. It sits lengthwise, blending into the woods so seamlessly that it practically vanishes. This incredible camouflage is its primary defense against predators. It's fascinating how nature has designed such a specific suit of armor for a bird that only comes alive when the sun goes down. Imagine trying to spot one of these. It's like a living game of hide and seek, where the bird always wins. One of the reasons the Goatsucker myth took hold was the Nightjar's bizarre anatomy. When this bird opens its mouth, it reveals a massive, cavernous gape that seems far too large for its head. To an ancient farmer, that huge mouth looked like the perfect tool for latching on to livestock. However, the reality is far more functional and less scandalous. That wide mouth serves as an aerial net, allowing the nightjar to scoop up moths, beetles, and other flying insects right out of the air. It's an incredible evolutionary adaptation for a nocturnal hunter. They aren't looking for milk. They are the ultimate insect exterminators of the night sky, using that wide opening to maximize their catch in the dim light.
Nightjars are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during the twilight hours of dusk and dawn. This is the time when the light is most deceptive, and seeing a bird with a hawk-like silhouette darting silently through the trees can be quite unsettling. They move with an erratic, moth-like flight pattern, twisting and turning with incredible agility. To the superstitious minds of the past, these silent, flickering shapes were often associated with spirits or omens of death. But when you look at it through a modern lens, you see a master aviator. Their ability to maneuver in near darkness is a feat of biological engineering that still leaves researchers in awe today.
It wasn't just uneducated farmers who believed the myths. Even great thinkers like Aristotle and Pliny the Elder documented the goatsucker behavior in their natural history texts. Aristotle claimed that the bird would fly to the udders of goats to suck milk, and that the goat would eventually go blind or its udder would waste away. When figures of such authority wrote these things down, the myth became established fact for over 2,000 years. It's a classic example of how a lack of observation can lead to a long-lasting misunderstanding. Today, we use creative AI to process historical texts and compare them with real-world data, highlighting how far our understanding of wildlife has truly come. If you've ever been in a European heathland at night, you might have heard a sound that didn't seem to belong to a bird. The song of the European Nightjar is a mechanical, rhythmic churring that can last for several minutes without a break. It sounds more like a distant motorcycle engine or a spinning wheel than a bird song. This sound is used by males to defend their territory and attract mates. It can be incredibly disorienting because the sound seems to shift and move, making it hard to pinpoint the bird's location. For many, this haunting sound added to the bird's supernatural reputation, turning a simple mating call into a ghostly whispers of the night. So why were they always found near livestock if they weren't stealing milk? The answer is simple: insects. Goats, sheep, and cattle naturally attract clouds of flies, moths, and beetles. The nightjar, being a smart hunter, simply followed the food source. Farmers saw the birds flying low around their animals at night and assumed the worst. In reality, the nightjars were doing the farmers a favor by eating the pests that bothered their livestock. It's a perfect example of how an observation can be 100% correct. The birds were indeed near the goats, but the conclusion drawn from it was 100% wrong. Science is all about correcting these narratives. In the modern era, creative AI is playing a massive role in how we study elusive birds like the nightjar. Because they are so hard to spot and track in the dark, researchers are now using AI-powered audio analysis to identify their calls across vast areas. These AI systems can listen to thousands of hours of forest recordings, picking out the unique churring of the nightjar, even amidst wind and rain. This technology allows us to map their populations and migration routes with a precision that was impossible just a decade ago. It's a beautiful intersection of ancient mystery and cutting-edge technology, proving that the more we know, the more amazing these birds become. Unlike most birds, the European nightjar doesn't build a nest. Instead, the female lays her 2 eggs directly on the bare ground, usually in a patch of leaf litter or dead wood. You might think this is risky, but remember their camouflage. The parent bird sits on the eggs, and their mottled feathers make them look exactly like a piece of debris. Even the chicks are born with fuzzy brown down that mimics the forest floor. They rely entirely on staying still to survive. If a predator gets too close, the parent might even perform a broken wing display to lure the threat away from the eggs. It's a high-stakes game of survival played out in the shadows. When the nightjar hunts, it's not just flying, it's performing an aerial ballet. They have long, pointed wings and a long tail that act like rudders, allowing them to make sharp, sudden turns. They often clap their wings together over their backs during courtship flights, creating a sharp snapping sound that echoes through the trees. Their large eyes are specially adapted with a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which helps them see in extremely low light, much like a cat's eyes. This allows them to track tiny moths against the night sky. Watching a man interact with a bird of this caliber in a controlled environment really highlights the sheer power of its vision and flight mechanics.
The European nightjar is a migratory bird, and its journey is nothing short of heroic. Every year, they leave their breeding grounds in Europe to spend the winter in sub-Saharan Africa. This means they fly thousands of miles, crossing deserts and seas, mostly under the cover of darkness. They navigate using the stars and the Earth's magnetic field. This migration was a mystery for centuries. People used to think they hibernated in the mud or transformed into other animals during the winter. Now, thanks to satellite tagging and AI-driven data tracking, we can follow their incredible journey in real time. It's a testament to the endurance of such a small, delicate-looking bird.
Encounters with nightjars are rare and often leave a lasting impression. Many birdwatchers describe the experience as ghostly because of how silently the bird appears and disappears. They are incredibly tolerant of humans if you remain still, sometimes flying within inches of your head as they hawk for insects attracted to your warmth or flashlight. This lack of fear, combined with their strange appearance, likely fueled the myths of them being supernatural beings. In reality, they are just opportunistic hunters. For those who take the time to find them, a nightjar encounter is a reminder of the wild, untamed world that exists just beyond our doorstep after the sun sets.
The eyes of the nightjar are perhaps its most striking feature. Proportionately, they are huge, designed to soak up every available photon of light. This sensitivity is so high that they can even hunt by moonlight. However, this also makes them vulnerable to the bright lights of modern civilization. Street lights and car headlights can disorient them, leading to collisions. This is why conservation efforts are so important in maintaining dark sky corridors. By understanding how they see the world, we can better protect them from the unintended consequences of human progress. It's about finding a balance between our world and the shadowy realm they inhabit. Beyond the goatsucker myth, the nightjar appears in various cultures under different names. In some parts of England, it was called the lich fowl or corpse fowl, believed to carry the souls of unbaptized children. In other regions, it was seen as a sign of rain or a change in the weather. These names reflect the deep human urge to categorize and explain the unknown. The nightjar's strange voice and nocturnal habits made it a perfect canvas for our fears and superstitions. Even though we've replaced folklore with biology, these stories remain a fascinating part of the bird's history, showing how wildlife shapes human culture and storytelling.
Modern ornithologists use a variety of high-tech tools to track nightjars. One of the most effective is radiotelemetry, where a tiny transmitter is attached to the bird's tail feathers. This allows researchers to follow the bird's movements through dense heathland without disturbing its natural behavior. We've learned that they have surprisingly large home ranges and are very specific about the types of habitats they choose for hunting. AI algorithms are then used to analyze these movement patterns, helping us predict where they might go next or how habitat loss might affect their survival. It's a high-tech detective story where the bird is the elusive lead.
Evolution has fine-tuned the nightjar for a very specific niche. Its soft feathers, similar to an owl's, allow for nearly silent flight, which is crucial for sneaking up on sensitive prey like moths. Even their whiskers, or rictal bristles around their beak, are thought to help them sense the movement of insects in the air or protect their eyes during the hunt. Every part of this bird is a solution to a problem posed by the night. By studying these adaptations, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of life. It's not just a bird. It's a highly specialized biological machine designed to thrive where others cannot.
Despite their wide range, European nightjars face significant threats. Habitat loss, particularly the destruction of heathlands and young pine plantations, is their biggest challenge. Additionally, the decline in insect populations due to pesticide use means they have less food to fuel their long migrations. Conservationists are working hard to restore these habitats, creating corridors of wild land where the birds can nest and hunt safely. When we protect the nightjar, we protect the entire ecosystem of the night. It's a reminder that even the most mysterious and misunderstood creatures play a vital role in the health of our planet. As we wrap up our journey, let's talk about how creative AI ideas are revolutionizing wildlife education. AI allows us to create realistic simulations and visual stories that bring elusive birds like the nightjar to life for people who might never see one in the wild. By generating high-quality educational content, we can dispel ancient myths and foster a new generation of bird lovers who see the goatsucker not as a thief, but as a marvel of evolution. The more we use these tools to share the wonders of nature, the better our chances of protecting these incredible species for the future. Technology isn't just about data, it's about connection.
The European nightjar is a living bridge between our world and the world of myth. From the goatsucker legends of ancient Greece to the AI-tracked data of the 21st century, this bird continues to captivate our imagination. It reminds us that there is always more to learn, and that even the most frightening stories often hide a beautiful truth. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the mystery of the night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more wild bird facts. Until next time, keep your eyes on the shadows and your heart open to the wonders of the wild.